Welcome to the Graceful Pen Studio. I'm Anjanice Rawls, and I'm lettering the word prayer using the Procreate app on my iPad. I'll link the information below for exactly what I'm using. Or you can choose to watch me letter if you'd like to. In this particular tutorial, you'll learn how to use the mask tool. So let's get started. So I found this photo on Unsplash, and I thought it would be pretty neat to letter in an area that's actually out of focus, but it gives the picture a lot of realism. Instead of just lettering a word on a blank background, a lot of times I like using the flat lays, and it just gives a lot of interest to your lettering. It also puts it in perspective. So here I'm just using the Graceful Pen brush that I made. I'll link the information below if you'd like to purchase my brush set from my Etsy shop. As you can tell, I had a little bit of difficulty with starting out with my lettering and getting it to look the way I want it to. And that's okay. That happens to all of us. If you don't succeed at first, try again. I couldn't quite get that descender right on the letter Y. So I just kept working at it. Something you can choose to do ahead of time is to just print out your word if you'd like to. And then on the next layer, you can actually do the calligraphy. You don't have to do that. If you're writing a longer piece, that's probably helpful. So here I'm using the mask tool. I chose the layer for prayer, and when I tapped on that layer, it gave me a sub-menu. I chose mask, and then I'm always making sure that the color is black on the color palette. And then I didn't do anything else. I didn't choose a different brush. But what happens is it kind of masks away some of the lettering because I wanted to make sure that it looked real. So I decided to resize the word just to move it up a bit. And it resized a bit too much, but that's okay. So I'm just moving it around here just to put it in the right spot. And over on the left, I don't know if you can tell, but the P is kind of hanging a little bit too far off the edge of that paper, so I'm masking it away. And I'm looking at it just to make sure everything looks good, and it does. So I'm going to resize my canvas. And the easiest way to resize your canvas is to use 2 fingers and pinch and drag, either outward or inward. So here I'm using the Gaussian blur, but I decided to flatten or merge down my masked layer to the lettering layer. And then I'm using Gaussian blur to kind of blur the word prayer a little bit, because if you look at the photo, the globe is in focus, everything else is out of focus. So just to make it have that more realistic look, I blurred it out, and here's the final photo. If you decide to follow along with this project, feel free to tag me on Instagram at the Graceful Pen Studio. Thank you so much for watching.